The new KvK format has arrived for a small number of kingdoms, and oh my goodness, do these rewards look juicy. Stick around in this video where we break down everything that is known at this moment in time about the new format for Kingdom versus Kingdom. Hello my friends and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming. Today we're talking about the new Heroic Anthem format for Kingdom versus Kingdom. This is now available in a small number of kingdoms to test, be the first subjects to make their way through the new format, and there is a lot that we can uncover here. If you like Rise of Kingdoms guides that help you get value and smash your enemies, consider smashing that subscribe button for daily Rise of Kingdoms videos. We are a sponsored content creator, and let me show you a little bit of what we can expect from the Heroic Anthem format of Kingdom versus Kingdom. We're going to unpack this screen as well, which indicates that the king of the kingdom will get to choose the format that the kingdom will be playing. But let's first look at Heroic Anthem, which is the new format. A couple things should catch your attention here. First is that there is a number of camps, that is 4. Maybe there could be less than the maximum number of camps involved. We'll look at the map in a moment and talk about that more. The season length indicates 51. I assume that is days. And the total number of kingdoms is listed as 5. That is also an interesting idea. There's 4 camps, 5 kingdoms. That's certainly something we're going to have to talk about. Let's first get a look at the shop rather than the rules, because the shop is really exciting. You may remember when I said that I thought it would be really great if instead of locking you into one specific reward from a KvK, you got a currency, something you could turn in for whatever you actually wanted or needed. Well, it looks like that is what Lilith has done. Instead of getting one city skin with whatever KvK you're doing, you can choose turning in your currency for a variety of city skins, or instead, you could get legendary commander sculptures or legendary material crates. I like that a lot. In addition, the new patterns for accessories are here. These accessories are really crazy. Normal attacks have a 30% chance to grant you 50 extra rage. Oh my gosh. I mean, these are amazing. And the stinking lucky coin gets thrown in the mix here as well, which has some implications for how maybe other KvK rewards might work. But hey, look, if you want the coin, you can get the coin. If you want something else, and I probably would advise you get something else, hey, you have that option too. Now, if you want, you can use your currency on the cosmetics. I obviously put a pretty low priority on that. And there is a second form of currency. This is a Conquest coin versus a season coin. The season coins earned by completing research in the Crystal Research Center. We'll learn about that in the rules. The Conquest coins are from Crusader achievements. So presumably if you do the equivalent of taking out the opposing camp's Crusader fortress or taking on the ziggurat, that's how you get some of these coins that you can exchange for a pattern. That pattern is used to forge the item, but I'm pretty sure you still need the materials to craft it. And the amount of materials to craft these items is fairly astonishing. The amount of stats they give is the best in the game, though, so if you want the best of the best, it's going to come at a very steep cost. Not only do you have to win, but I believe you have to go in and get the materials too, which is a very high price indeed. Now, we see the city skins that are available in this particular round are the Topkapi Palace, the Divine Abode, Twilight Falls, and Persian Dream, as well as the Flight of the Heron. So KvK Season 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe all 5 seasons of KvK skins look like they're here. This Topkapi Palace does come from the Conquest coins. Let's just refresh ourselves on what exactly that does. Okay, Topkapi Palace is AP recovery, archer defense, and you lose all troop attack. Kind of an interesting idea. It's a decent skin, and it looks like it's indicating that was from Lost Kingdom Season 3. For me personally, I got the Divine Abode in Lost Kingdom Season 3. Both are awarded from KvK Season 3. Anyways, now you can get them in the new KvK format. So if you're bought into this reward system, which I think is really flexible, theoretically you could do this KvK format several times, go back and get different rewards, hunting for the patterns, or instead saving up your currency perhaps from one KvK to the next, and using them in a future round to get something that you really want. I'm pretty excited for this currency format. Let's go and get a good look at the rules. All right, the rules for Heroic Anthem. Following in the footsteps of our ancestors, we set out on a mysterious journey. Do the great generals stationed here share our dreams and beliefs? With their fervor, we can work together, restore our glory, in the anthem of a new era. If you visit the commanders and gain their fervor, your troops will be able to use additional support skills for the corresponding commanders. So it looks like you need to gain favor with a commander that you're interested in using on the battlefield, and they get additional skills, which is kind of nuts. After the season has started, the map will be covered in fog. Governors must send scouts out to explore and clear the fog to truly understand the terrain. Do you remember when I was holding on to kingdom maps for a really long time? And I wish I'd saved them because all I got from them was 5-minute speed ups. Now, kingdom maps will be relevant again. Of course, you can just scout everything, and that's going to be fine too. So we're going to have a thing to do with our scouts. What are we scouting for? While clearing the fog, scouts may come upon bastions. A commander and their troops are stationed at each garrison. This season, there are a total of 14 commanders waiting for governors to discover them. Okay, interesting. So you find bastions. At those bastions, there are commanders that I guess are there that you can discover. Favor. Complete quests given by commanders to increase their favor, along with the crystal mine work speed. At enough favor levels, your troops can use one of the commander's abilities as a support skill. Support skills. Each troop can use an additional 2 support skills, whose levels will be based on your corresponding commander. If you do not yet have that commander, you cannot use the skill. Okay, interesting. So you get some extra skills by gaining favor from commanders, but you must have the commander already in order to do that, and the level of your commander will influence the level of the skills. Okay, P.S. As I was editing the video, I realized, wait a minute, we have way more than 14 legendary commanders in the game. If the commanders that are stationed do not match up with every commander that's available to your kingdom, that would mean that some of the older commanders could be way more viable than some of the newer commanders even, right? Like if, for instance, you really want to use Attila, but Attila isn't one of these commanders, and it turns out that having these extra skills and abilities is really crazy good. Like it could be that, yeah, whatever is meta in Ark of Osiris or in Kingdom Wars is not meta here because it's one of these governors only that gets the extra skills, and those extra skills could be so good that there is a separate meta game that takes place in each kingdom versus kingdom, which, by the way, I actually think that idea is super cool. That is an amazing way to breathe fresh life into a commander like, let's say, Julius Caesar, who normally you wouldn't care about, but could be really good for rallying here. It gives us something new to think about, a new meta to uncover and learn and explore and try. I think that could be very cool, but complicated, maybe. A lot to learn, a lot to test, but super cool. In the Heroic Anthem story, governors will experience brand new content, crystal mines. Governors can build a new structure in their cities. Oh, we build a structure in our cities, a crystal mine. You can work the mine to get crystals. Working the mine costs food, wood, stone, and gold. Okay, well, we're going to need resources. Upgrade. Upgrade the crystal mine will increase the maximum amount of work that can be ordered. At the same time, completing quests given by commanders will increase their work speed. Okay, interesting. Crystals here are a precious resource. Governors can use them to open up a whole new frontier of research. Ooh, okay, so there's new research that you're doing with these crystals. Oh my gosh, this is very exciting. Resource protection. During the season, crystals cannot be plundered by attackers or sent as aid. Crystals will be removed once the season is over. Crystal mines, the Crystal Research Center, and any of the effects of research completed therein will be reset and removed. So this is something you have temporarily in your city for the duration of the KvK. Very interesting. Coalition system. In the Heroic Anthem story, governors will rally their strength and do battle together. Join coalition. Governors can join a coalition along with their alliance. Coalitions are created by alliance leaders. Alliances must be in the same camp to join the coalition. Governors in the same coalition can join each other's rallies and garrisons and reinforce and repair each other's buildings, grant helps, etc. So you make a super alliance. After the past glory event is over, you can teleport to any member alliance's territory. You share rewards, including first occupation rewards for holy sites and passes. Okay, that's interesting. Boosts. All coalition members will receive boost effects from holy sites and passes will be open to all member alliances. This is all good. Sharing passes was a real pain in the butt before. Building occupation. All coalition members will share the occupation bonuses from altars of darkness and ancient ruins. Sounds like those will still be here. We are going to be contesting some territory, big open field fights in order to get presumably some sort of honor or currency that we saw for rewards. After the season ends, coalitions will automatically disband. Say your goodbyes and prepare for a reunion in the future. Okay, let's look at the reward system. Governors exchange coins and conquest coins for a variety of prizes. So there's season coins for completing research projects in the Crystal Research Center, and conquest coins for achievements in the Lost Kingdom. Very interesting. And unused season coins and conquest coins will be automatically saved for next season. That is amazing. Don't like what you see in the store? Save it for the next season. Maybe there'll be something new to get there. Or if there's not anything new, you could save up for something big. I actually really like this a lot. The camp system. In the Heroic Anthem story, governors and their kingdoms will be grouped into different camps. Each camp must contain at least one kingdom. In order to guarantee balanced camps, the power of all kingdoms in each camp will be counted by the system, and these calculations will be used to arrange for matchmaking. Does that mean that we pick who our ally will be, or the game forms camps for us, and you'd better hope that the group you're paired with is good? This is both exciting and terrifying. I have a feeling that maybe A kingdoms will be off on their own, like they're super powerful kingdoms and they're big enough already, but smaller kingdoms like C and D and maybe even some B kingdoms will get grouped together to form larger coalitions and camps. I don't know. That's my best guess. Fire camp. Warriors honoring their ancestors' covenant answer the king's call. Gathering at the flame altar, they swear allegiance to the ancestors of the flame. They shall be a raging, inextinguishable fire. Earth camp. Pious warriors. Okay, this is all flavor text. So we have a whole bunch of flavor text here. It doesn't really tell us anything about these camps. When I tap them, it doesn't tell me anything. All we know is that here's the map. There are 4 camps. They are in the corners. It looks like if I point on this map, you probably start by entering into these side zones that you battle for, and you'll have to choose where you're going to be battling. After that, you can make your way into this area here. I would assume those passes open up and you're getting closer to the center. This is probably where your altar of darkness would be, over here where my cursor is pointing in those smaller center areas. And then, boom, in the big center over here is where your final battle might be. That, I assume, is how it goes. Perhaps you push your way back out into the opposing camps and get a whole bunch of prizes that way as well. All in all, this is very exciting as a KvK format. I'm very much looking forward to playing it, although I am super, super cautious and concerned a little bit about getting paired with just a random kingdom. Like, on the one hand, like, okay, like, hey, you get paired with who you get paired with. But on the other hand, like, we've spent a lot of time focusing our kingdom to get it to a point where we'd rather be talented than lucky. I mean, you could just get lucky and get paired with a good kingdom and you're in good shape. Or you could get paired with a really non-contributory kingdom and get wrecked. And, like, I don't know, feels like a lot could be out of your control there, and I don't like that necessarily. Now, taking a step back here, there are 3 different stories that the King of the Kingdom can choose. Heroic Anthem, Light and Darkness, and then Trojan Horse? I don't know what this is, but this is exciting. So there's several KvK formats. They're showing us, Light and Darkness. Heroic Anthem is something that is new to us. Maybe Trojan Horse is the original KvK format. I don't know. I can't tap it or do anything with it. What I can do is hit the info button. Kingdoms can unite to choose their story. Once the king of the kingdom has chosen it, all governors in that kingdom are considered registered. After the registration period, kingdoms cannot change their story. So there is a registration period now. It's 3 days. And at the conclusion of that time, you are matched up according to the event regulations. So to me, this really sounds like you're not going to get to choose who is in your camp, which is really terrifying. I mean, well, you get what you get, I guess. Multiple camps will be placed in the same story. Camps can be comprised of multiple kingdoms or not. Can be, right? Can be, maybe. We'll see. Kingdoms who do not participate 3 times in a row will automatically be registered to a random story during the next registration period. So it sounds like if your kingdom hasn't done 3 KvKs, you're just thrown into a random story. Okay. Sure enough, the king of the kingdom can't choose at that point. My overall reaction here is pretty positive. In general, I'm very happy with the way the new reward system works. I'm pretty psyched to see how this new building in your city is going to work. And maybe this is a strange way of converting your building and research speedups into a reward, right? Like, is it possible that the crystal mine gets leveled up? Maybe it's like the blacksmith, you just build it and it's there and you never level it up, or maybe it gets leveled up. And when you work the mine, it looks like it costs food, stone, wood, and gold. You can upgrade your crystal mine to increase the maximum amount of work that can be ordered. I mean, I have to think that's building speedups, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. And like, if it is using building speedups, I mean, like, okay, you use all these speed ups, and then at the end of the KvK, the building gets reset and completely destroyed. You use these crystals to open up a whole new frontier of research, but all that research is removed at the end of the season, which is kind of weird. But you are getting season coins by completing research projects. So I'm inclined to believe you're going to want to do the research projects probably for combat effectiveness too, if not just for the season coins. And the season coins are used for legendary materials, which are really good. They're used for legendary commander sculptures, which is really good. They're used for city themes, which, like, maybe you care about, but arguably more importantly, dude, you can get some of these accessories, and these accessories are really good. Like, Horn of Fury, normal attacks have a 30% chance to gain 50 rage. That seems good. This one over here, normal attacks have a 10% chance to increase damage by 50% for 2 seconds. Can trigger 1 time in a 5-second period. Seems pretty good to me. Vengeance, increase your counterattack damage by 8%. How about this one? Greatest Glory, normal attack damage by 5%. That maybe means your basic attack and counterattack both go up by 5%. I'm super hyped for what you can get from here. All right, right? Like, even if all you did was your research, you get legendary materials, you get legendary commander sculptures, you get these accessories. And if all you wanted was a sweet city skin, like, yeah, you can go for that too. And heck, the Persian Dream city skin is pretty good. I mean, it's got healing speed, which is not bad. I don't know if I would go back and get that over other things like, you know, legendary equipment materials. For me, getting access to some of these patterns is something that I'm definitely going to hunt for, although the amount of materials it's going to take to craft those, I don't know. Lucky Coin was enough of a journey. Thank you very much. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of all this. I'm super hyped for what's coming, but how do you react to all of this? Looks like we might have a way to use research speedups again, building speedups again after you hit, of course, max City Hall level. There's new rewards to be had, new chase items and chase legendaries to hunt for. And heck, even old items that you might have missed, now you can go get. Is there more you're looking for in a KvK? I guess the real key is how the combat works out. That is what will determine just how great this really is. Consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed this video and throwing a like on here if you're looking for more KvK related content. I'll put a card up in the top for my previous KvK season, and until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom.